The Ballon d'Or has been celebrated since 1956. Its pantheon boasts legendary figures known for their extraordinary skill and influence, including Zinedine Zidane, Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, Michel Platini, Ronaldo Nazário, among others. Regrettably, no player from our cherished club Chelsea has claimed this coveted prize. Some came tantalizingly close, and in this video, we revisit our archives to highlight the valiant efforts of past Chelsea legends in their pursuit of the Ballon d'Or. Chelsea was not considered a major force in football before the 1990s. From the club's founding in 1905 until 1980, they had sporadic success, with the First Division title won in the 1954-55 season, the 1970 FA Cup, the 1965 League Cup, and the 1971 UEFA Cup Winners' Cup being the only major honours to their name. The club also faced financial struggles and relegation battles in the 1970s and 1980s, often languishing in the Second Division. During this period, Chelsea boasted domestic superstars, players like Jimmy Greaves, Bobby Tambling, Peter Osgood, and Ray Wilkins, who were among England's best and thrilled fans with their skill. However, none were realistically capable of winning the Ballon d'Or from 1905 to the 1980s due to Chelsea's inconsistent success, limited European presence, and the dominance of global giants like Real Madrid, Ajax, Bayern Munich, AC Milan, Juventus, among others. Jimmy Greaves, who played for Chelsea from 1957 to 1961, was particularly extraordinary. A prodigious goalscorer, he netted 132 goals in 169 games for Chelsea during his 4 years at the club. His predatory prowess was in full flight during the 1960-61 campaign, when, at age 21, he netted an astonishing 43 goals, the most in a single season by any Chelsea player to date, scoring 13 hat-tricks. Unfortunately, that performance was Ballon d'Or worthy in isolation. Juventus's Omar Sivori won the award in 1961, with Ferenc Puskás and Alfredo Di Stefano dominating the votes. Osgood and Wilkins were also iconic, but lacked the international or club platform to challenge the era's Ballon d'Or winners. But the club saviour came in the person of Ken Bates, who purchased Chelsea for £1 in 1982, amid the club's dire financial straits, burdened with £1.5 million in debt and facing relegation to the Third Division. Bates's financial strategies stabilized Chelsea, rescuing it from near bankruptcy and sparking a gradual transformation from mid-tier to top-tier status in English football. The club's trajectory changed in the 1990s. The formation of the Premier League in 1992 brought increased revenue through TV deals and sponsorships, and Chelsea, based in affluent West London, capitalized on this commercial landscape, enhancing its brand and financial strength. Thanks to Bates's vision, he appointed 35-year-old former England star Glenn Hoddle, a footballing visionary who blended English flair with continental tactics. Hoddle introduced a progressive, continental-style approach to Chelsea, sparking the start of Chelsea's resurgence, which culminated in an FA Cup final appearance in 1994. From there, Chelsea began attracting high-caliber foreign players, capitalizing on the Premier League's growing global appeal and relaxed rules on foreign signings following the 1995 Bosman ruling. In 1995, Chelsea secured the services of 1987 Ballon d'Or winner Ruud Gullit, a 32-year-old Dutch star who had played for AC Milan and Sampdoria. His reputation as a football icon made him an expensive signing, with his 2-year contract, including wages and fees of about £3 million, marking a major investment for the time. Supported by director Matthew Harding's wealth, Chelsea brought in the legendary midfielder. Though no longer at his peak, Gullit added Ballon d'Or prestige to Stamford Bridge, even though he didn't win the award during his time there. In May 1996, after Glenn Hoddle's departure to coach England, Gullit took on the role of player-manager. He recruited Ballon d'Or nominee Gianfranco Zola from Parma in November 1996, alongside other prominent players like Gianluca Vialli from Juventus, Roberto Di Matteo from Lazio, Frank Leboeuf from Strasbourg, Torre André Flo from Brann, and Gus Poyet from Real Zaragoza, boosting Chelsea's international profile. Gianfranco Zola was nominated for the Ballon d'Or in 1995 while at Parma, before joining Chelsea in 1996. He finished 6th in the 1995 Ballon d'Or after a stellar season with Parma, retaining a high profile at Chelsea, where his performances kept him in the conversation for the award in the late 1990s. While he didn't place in the top ranks during his time at Chelsea, his flair and flamboyance drew millions of fans to the club, while also contributing to ending the club's trophy drought with the 1997 FA Cup and 1998 Cup Winners' Cup triumphs. His reputation as a top European forward, combined with Chelsea's growing European presence, kept him notable among Ballon d'Or voters. But stiff competition from emerging talents and veterans like Ronaldo Nazário, Zinedine Zidane, George Weah, Michael Owen, Andriy Shevchenko, Davor Šuker, and Rivaldo prevented him from higher rankings. In the winter window of January 2000, former Ballon d'Or winner George Weah joined Chelsea from AC Milan on loan for the remainder of the 1999-2000 season. He was a short-term fix for Chelsea's attacking needs, and he made an immediate impact, scoring 5 goals in 15 matches during his stint. In July 1998, Chelsea signed French defender Marcel Desailly from AC Milan. At 29, he was at the peak of his career and fresh from winning the 1998 World Cup. His transfer cost Chelsea £4.6 million, a significant sum for a defender at the time. His signing under Gianluca Vialli, who became Chelsea's player-manager after Ruud Gullit's sacking in February 1998, was a major statement. It showed how serious Chelsea were in building a competitive squad to challenge for major honours in the Premier League and Europe. Desailly placed 13th in the 1999 Ballon d'Or, a respectable position. He had also finished 10th in the 1993 Ballon d'Or with Marseille and remained a prominent figure at Chelsea, though he didn't place in the rankings again during his spell. No Chelsea player in the 1990s placed in the top 5 of the Ballon d'Or, as the award was dominated by players from clubs like Juventus, Barcelona, and Real Madrid. However, the groundwork laid in the 1990s, bolstered by Roman Abramovich's investment after his 2003 takeover, paved the way for future Chelsea players to achieve greater recognition. Chelsea's financial backing, high-profile signings, and consistent success in domestic and European competitions propelled players to global stardom, earning more Ballon d'Or nominations and higher rankings. In 2005, Frank Lampard came closest of any Chelsea player to winning the Ballon d'Or, finishing second behind Ronaldinho Gaucho. It came after an illustrious season with Jose Mourinho's Chelsea in the 2004-2005 Premier League season, which secured the Premier League title, contributing 13 goals and provided 16 assists. Lampard was also key in Chelsea's run to the Champions League semi-finals, scoring crucial goals, including a memorable winner goal against Bayern Munich in the quarter-finals. His work rate, versatility, and ability to dictate games from midfield earned widespread praise for his all-round brilliance. Nonetheless, the Ballon d'Or voting heavily favoured Ronaldinho's flair and his exploits with Barcelona in the League and Champions League. No Englishman has finished higher in the Ballon d'Or rankings since. Didier Drogba never matched Frank Lampard's 2005 Ballon d'Or runner-up finish, with his highest placement being 4th in 2007. The Ivorian's impact at Chelsea and clutch performances in key matches made him a strong contender for the award during his prime. His initial 2 seasons at the Bridge were decent, but unremarkable. However, in the 2006-07 season, the Blues faithful recognized they had signed an extraordinary striker. At his peak, Drogba netted 33 goals across all competitions, including 20 in the Premier League, powering Chelsea to FA Cup and League Cup triumphs. In the Champions League, he delivered vital goals, though Chelsea bowed out in the semi-finals to Liverpool on penalties. His physical dominance, aerial strength, and knack for clutch goals earned him a place among the world's top strikers. Claiming the 2006-2007 Premier League Golden Boot, Drogba bolstered his Ballon d'Or case. Unfortunately, Kaká's dazzling Champions League campaign with AC Milan secured the 2007 Ballon d'Or. Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo, with their exceptional seasons, took 2nd and 3rd places, respectively, blocking Drogba from the top 3. John Terry never surpassed Frank Lampard's second place or Didier Drogba's fourth place Ballon d'Or rankings, achieving his best result of 10th in 2005. As a centre-back, cracking the upper echelons of an award typically ruled by strikers was tough, yet Terry's outstanding leadership both on and off the field, paired with his defensive excellence during Chelsea's commanding 2004-05 campaign, strengthened his candidacy. He led Chelsea to the 2004-05 Premier League title as captain, spearheading a backline that allowed only 15 goals in 38 matches, an extraordinary feat at the time. Beyond his authoritative presence and aerial dominance, Terry contributed offensively, scoring 8 goals across all competitions, including pivotal strikes like his header against Barcelona in the 2004-2005 Champions League round of 16. Named PFA Players' Player of the Year in 2005, a rare accolade for a defender, Terry solidified his Ballon d'Or case. Ronaldinho claimed the 2005 Ballon d'Or, with Lampard as runner-up. Defenders seldom won the award, with Fabio Cannavaro's 2006 triumph being a rare exception. In 2012, Chelsea signed Lille star Eden Hazard. His performances at the Bridge were captivating, endearing him to fans with his flamboyance on the ball. Hazard was a Ballon d'Or contender during his prime at Chelsea, though he never won the award. In the 2014-2015 season, he finished 8th after leading Chelsea to the Premier League title and earning the PFA Players' Player of the Year award. Unfortunately, the 2015 Ballon d'Or was dominated by Lionel Messi, who led Barcelona to a treble, and Cristiano Ronaldo, who scored 61 goals across all competitions. Other attackers, including Neymar, Luis Suarez and Robert Lewandowski, placed higher than Hazard. Chelsea's elimination in the round of 16 by Paris Saint-Germain that season weakened his case. In 2018, he finished 8th again, and in 2019 he placed 13th after winning the Europa League in his final Chelsea season. Many believed he could win the award after joining Real Madrid. Sadly, injuries marred his time at the Santiago Bernabeu and was unable to match his best days at Chelsea. Without a shadow of a doubt, N'Golo Kanté was clearly Chelsea's best player when they won the UEFA Champions League in 2021. His midfield dominance helped the Blues defeat some of the strongest opponents, including Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, FC Porto, and Manchester City, en route to the triumph, which boosted his Ballon d'Or candidacy. Coupled with the UEFA Super Cup victory, Kanté achieved his highest Ballon d'Or placement, finishing 5th. In 2017, Kanté placed 8th in the Ballon d'Or for his pivotal role in Chelsea's 2016-2017 Premier League title, earning the PFA Players' Player of the Year award for his tireless midfield work. In 2018, Kanté ranked 11th after key contributions to Chelsea's FA Cup win and France's World Cup triumph, where his defensive mastery anchored the midfield. However, like his predecessors, Kanté faced a Ballon d'Or dominated by Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo, who set unprecedented standards with their prolific scoring from 2015 to 2021. Even when a midfielder like Luka Modric won in 2018, it was due to his exceptional attacking output and leadership in guiding Croatia to the World Cup final. Kanté's understated influence was often overshadowed by the era's attacking superstars. In 2021, Chelsea midfielder Jorginho finished 3rd in the Ballon d'Or, behind Lionel Messi and Robert Lewandowski. His key role in Chelsea's 2021 UEFA Champions League victory and Italy's Euro 2020 triumph made him a strong contender. Despite his achievements, Lionel Messi won the 2021 Ballon d'Or, driven by his Copa America triumph, La Liga contributions, and global influence. Bayern's Robert Lewandowski, who scored 41 Bundesliga goals in the 2020-21 season, finished 2nd. Despite Jorginho's industrious performances, his modest stats, 7 goals, 2 assists in the 2020-21 season, couldn't surpass his competitors as the Ballon d'Or's bias toward attacking players worked against him. Several Chelsea players have come close, but none have claimed the coveted Ballon d'Or. The club's performance has taken a nosedive in the last 2 seasons, and many big money signings brought in to spark a revival have underperformed. But one player, the £40 million signing from Manchester City, Cole Palmer, has shown exceptional promise, and many believe he has the potential to win the Ballon d'Or one day.
Football needs him. It needs players like him. In a day and age where the game has got a little bit robotic, where players will keep it simple, you don't see too many players, too many mavericks, if you like, that we saw throughout many years. It needs someone like Cole Palmer that just does things.
I don't doubt him. I look at his swagger and his confidence. He wants the ball. He wants the ball all the time.
And he's probably on the same sort of level as what I've seen Hazard do, but maybe a longer period of time at Chelsea for 4 to 5 years. But right now, I think the way he's going, and if he can take Chelsea to a title, whether it's this season or the next 2 or 3 seasons, he's going to go down as one of the greatest players to ever play for Chelsea. He keeps doing what he's doing. He is a very, very special player, and not just in the Premier League, in European or world football.
Will he be the first Chelsea player to win the Ballon d'Or? Could he be the next to join Stanley Matthews, Bobby Charlton, George Best, and Kevin Keegan, the only English players in the Ballon d'Or pantheon? Might he be the player to end England's 46-year wait for a native winner? Let's see what the future holds.